腰として、
はい。
はい、
さあ、ゲーム。
さあ。Hello everyone, this is Masaki from Japan. Thank you for watching. In this video, I would like to explain this Wende dismount, if I'm saying it correctly, on the pommel holes in response to a request for an A-value dismount that I received in the comments of my previous English video on sideways travel on the pommel holes. I have been competing in gymnastics for over 10 years since my student days, but I've actually been taking a break from competition after the 2022 Japanese Masters Games. However, I still love gymnastics, and since I received a request, I would be happy if I could make this video and have someone who is practicing somewhere today. Gymnastics can be difficult, but I think the joy of being able to do a skill is indescribable, so please give it a try. This video will be going like, what is Wende dismount, how to do it, how to practice it, training. I will go through this video in this order. So if you are going to try this dismount, or if you are already doing it but don't quite know the technique, I think this will be helpful. So please watch this until the end. Please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get started. First, what is Wende dismount? First, just to confirm what is Wende dismount. It is a technique in this video in which you turn 180 degrees while facing downward from the middle of the hose and raise your legs up. In my video, my back is arched and my belly is down. But I remember that this is a technique that should be done without deductions by raising the lower body more than 30 degrees from horizontal level without lowering the belly. I think my execution was pretty good. But I think that to perform in an ideal way, you absolutely need not only the technique, but also strong upper body muscles that can lift your lower body that high. So I wasn't able to train that far. So in this video, I aim to explain how to do the technique for the time being. I think that this is the first dismount move you practice on the pommel horse when you start gymnastics. However, in this apparatus, where even achieving the basic circle is a struggle, I think that even an A-value difficulty can be a challenge. On the other hand, even if it's an A-value difficulty, there's a great joy in the moment when you go all through well and complete the performance to the end. Many people feel that they are not good at the pommel horse, which requires building up the basics. But I think that this Wende dismount is a move that can be learned as a single skill even if you cannot do the basic circle. So I hope you will not give up and try it with the intention of starting from here. 2. How to do it. I think there are about 3 steps to how to do it. When you place your hand to the end of the pommel hose while doing circles in cross support front waist on the end, start turning and bending hips in advance to prepare the dismount. Second, push firmly with both hands and lift your hips as your body passes over the horse. Arch your back and swing your legs up. When doing this, keep your hands pushing. 3. Land while balancing, being careful that your body is parallel to the horse. I thought this landing parallel to the hose is required in the caudal points. So in my opinion, first point is to use both hands, not only one. Some people use only one hand to do it when their left hand touches the hose. But it is easier to lift your legs with force with both hands, definitely. But when you do this, you will be shifting your weight like normal circles, so you may want to let go of your right hand, meaning using only left hand. If you hold back and keep pushing with both hands, the force will be transmitted to the hose and it will be easier to support your body. So next point is keep trying your best to arch, because it is hard. 3. Practice. If possible, practice circles on the end of the pommel hose about 3 times in a row. If you could do this, I think it would be easy to do a dismount also. So this is a kind of ideal practice. But even if you can't do one circle, I think it is possible to learn the dismount first. So let me explain the practice from 1 to 5. First, go back and forth on the edge like this video, though it's me in the park. So just jump and wait forward and turn a little bit and land to the right. And then jump again, turn your body a little bit, land to the left. And then you will learn how to balance. Second, try the Wende dismount from the jump, bending your hips and knees. Ideally, you need to keep your body straight, but in this practice, it's okay not to straighten your body. You can do it with your feet going first. You can put your weight on the left side as hard as you can. If you're doing the circle on the opposite way to me, you can put it on the right side. If this will be scary, you can just maybe sit on the edge of the horse and just bring your legs up and turn your body using your hips, and then maybe just land to the left. Dividing the tasks would be a good way to learn little by little, in my opinion. Third, do the dismount while trying stretching your body a little bit. So in this part, try a little bit stretching your body and also your upper body first. Fourth, once you get used to the practice 3, try swinging your legs up at the end, like this video. And then try connecting it from a circle, okay? 4, training. Circles on the pommels, circles on the end of the horse. Handstand will help you keep balance and strengthen your wrists and shoulders. Push-ups front and back to help train your shoulders and abdominal. Push-up support and lift your hips. So this is similar to the image of lifting your hips when doing the Wende dismount. Or maybe it is Wendy. I think I heard before. So from now on, I will be saying it Wendy. Then, do your best on the pommel horse. Do your best while being careful not to get hurt. Okay, today about the Wende dismount, I've explained the technique, how to do it, how to practice it, and the training. How did you feel? What do you think about them? If you are just starting out in gymnastics, it may be difficult and you won't be able to do it all at once, but I think that especially going back and forth and bending your hips, which are introduced in the practice section, those are particularly effective for sensory training. So I would like you to at least try it. In fact, when I was a university student, some of my juniors who just started gymnastics at university became able to do the dismount in just one day using this method. So I think this is effective. Even if you can't do various circle techniques, if you can practice one leg swing elements first, get off once, move to the end of the horse, and do a vertical circle and the dismount, it will look very good as a complete pommel horse basic routine. So let's give it a try. If you try and it doesn't work at all or you don't understand it, please feel free to comment below. Also, individual consultations are also welcomed by email in the description of this video. I hope this video was helpful to you. I wish you all the best. Okay, that's all for the explanation of the dismount today, but I would like to introduce myself since I'm here to talk. It'll be a little bit long. Please bear with me if you don't mind. Okay, I started gymnastics in a club in junior high school and was completely fascinated by how fun it was. So I continued doing it in club activities in high school and university. And even after I became a working adult, I continued doing gymnastics on my days off, like Saturdays and Sundays. In the midst of this, I saw people on YouTube who started uploading videos explaining gymnastics techniques, and I thought it was amazing. So I thought I should also make videos of the techniques I can do for other people. So I started this channel in 2020. Now my motivation has calmed down a little bit, but still I have the passion to do something for other people even though I live at my own slow pace. So I made a gymnastics video for the first time in a while. This channel started as an explanation of gymnastics techniques, but once I dislocated my left shoulder and my body became unable to improve my skills as much as I wish, so the video updates have decreased. The other day, I came across a book called The Courage to be Disliked about Adlerian psychology, and I thought, how can we do things in a relaxed and fun way, not only gymnastics, but also in life in general. I became interested in these philosophical aspects, so I also tried making videos about it, like this. After that, I discovered the vegan way of life. I stopped eating and using animal products, and my life changed a lot. And before I knew it, I had left my life as a company employee in Tokyo, put an end to gymnastics, and moved to Fukui Prefecture, a kind of countryside in Japan, with lovely nature. I went to Fukui Prefecture because I met my partner, who is also vegan, on a dating app. Now I'm married with her, and in this January, we had our first child, a son. So you never know what's going to happen in life. There's no knowing what will happen in the future also. So after I met my girlfriend and moved to Fukui, I thought I would stay there for a long time. But after only 3 months, we started thinking maybe we want to go abroad. And then we decided to go on a working holiday and went to Sweden, a country we had a friends connection while living in Fukui. While living there in Sweden, we were doing a farm stay using a service called woofing, and one host family said to me, there are a lot of people who like Japan, so why don't you look for a job teaching Japanese? I was surprised about it, but thought, why not? So I started working as a Japanese teacher while in Sweden. Because of this, I also post some Japanese language learning videos on this channel. I stopped posting those videos because I wasn't able to gain much momentum, but they still have the chance to be useful to someone somewhere, maybe who wants to start learning Japanese. So I'm leaving them on this channel as they are not a waste. I don't know how many people watching this video want to try to be YouTuber, but if you want to try it, but are afraid because you're embarrassed and it will be a failure if no one sees it, I want to tell you that there's absolutely no need to think that way. Because when you do something that you think might be useful to someone, regardless of the number of views, it always touches someone's heart. I also get a lot of comments regardless of the views, and every time I get one, I'm glad I did it, meaning making videos. Well, going back to the point, after I came back from Sweden, there were a lot of things that happened, but we wanted to live a natural life close to nature. Now I live in Azumino City, Nagano Prefecture, where I had a connection since before. These days, I usually stay at home and teach Japanese online, post videos on other channels called Arinoma Masaki, also write ebooks that I also studied during my stay in Sweden, and also do farm work in a rented field nearby. And of course, I have a son, so I spend my time raising him. I feel like my way of thinking and living has changed quite a bit since I was working as a company employee in Tokyo while living in Kanagawa. But the most important thing is, as it comes out in the book, the courage to be disliked, to live your life happily with courage without worrying about what others think. Among them, I started to think about the importance of food, clothing, and living space, where and how the things I use and eat every day are produced. I began to question the current capitalist style of mass production and mass consumption, took a step back, reconsidered my every single choice, and found joy in living a careful life as close to nature as possible. So, although my income is significantly less than when I was a company employee, I have more time for myself, more time to be in nature, and I'm truly satisfied with my current life, where I can spend time doing what I love with the people I love. Some people may be worried or feel sorry for me because I suddenly quit my job, moved to countryside, and traveled abroad, but that is not the case at all. I think it is the result of courageously taking action to face my own heart, declutter physically and mentally, stop doing things I don't want to do, and do only what I really want to do. Everyone has a different way of life and is free to do whatever they want, but I think there's a moment in everyone's life when they think, I feel like something is missing if I continue my life like this. If such a time comes, I would definitely recommend that you take time to face yourself, And if necessary, just have the courage to change your old lifestyle. I'm sure that doing so will destroy the fun and comfort of your relationship you had, but I believe that by facing yourself and being honest with yourself, you will definitely find a sense of true satisfaction. In other words, it's difficult to find the true satisfaction in your life if you're just living your life in a smart way, not facing yourself. So, when you feel something is wrong, don't suppress it, but be brave and face it. The book I've been talking about, The Courage to be Disliked, is the book that I recommend the most in that sense. So if you haven't read it, please give it a try to read. Okay, it's gotten quite long and I ended up recommending a little bit, but I've roughly talked about what's happened since I started this channel in 2020 to the present in 2025. If this was helpful, simply I'll be happy. Well, I would like to end this video. I'm really grateful that you watched this until the end, and I think it's a connection with me, so if you like it, please leave a comment or at least a like. I'd also happy if you subscribe to my channel and share it. Thank you very much. If you like, please come and watch another video or this one again. Please take a look at the description section below as well. Thank you again. See you next time. Have a nice day.